Hi everybody, I'm in Copenhagen today. It's extremely cold and there is a fantastic demonstration. You see behind me tractors. They're coming from farmers coming from all over Denmark to protest against the government. Because a few days ago the government executed an order where they ordered that 17 million minks were going to be called, and it turned out that it was against the law, it was against our constitution. So people here in Denmark are very upset. So hundreds of farmers in Denmark has now driven to Copenhagen in their tractors, and I'm going to show it to you because it's something completely extraordinary that farmers would go to the capital, Copenhagen, and Denmark with their tractors. So I'm going to switch over so you can see. Sorry for being a little bit clumsy. I'm going to go down here. There are politicians from the opposition speaking. There are not so many people, but right now. But here you see the line of tractors. Can you believe those very masculine, potent vehicles that has been driving through the narrow streets here in Copenhagen in the city center? I have my bike. I'm going to jump on my bike now so I can move faster. So here you see all these tractors. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. Many of them have the Danish flag, as you can see in a minute. It's something we do here in Denmark. Whenever we celebrate something, we raise the Danish flag. So here you have two lines over here. Here it's down by the waterfront, and you have a lot of fisher boats that has arrived here in the harbor as well to protest. You see all the tractors here. A very vital and potent symbol of power, because the people are now fed up. You know, back in time when people were doing revolutions and protests, they used the forks. Now, here in Denmark, these are the tractors that they use to tell the government that this is enough. As I was explaining to you before, our government has abused its power because they discovered a mutation in the mink farms in Denmark. So before they actually investigated whether they could do it according to the law, they ordered these minks to be culled, slaughtered down. So those mink farmers, they have lost everything they have. And then it turned out that it was illegal. It was against the law. And then the Prime Minister stated over and over again, it doesn't matter, it was illegal, I did the right thing. We just have to pass the laws here, or the law after we have killed all the minks. But people in Denmark, they are appalled. I mean, how can a government say it don't care about the law? If it's right, we can do it. It's the same thing as if you're in a hurry and you don't stop when it's red. If you are in a car, you're driving in your car, and you have to make a full stop because there is a red light. And then you say to the police, it doesn't matter that I completely I acted against the law. We can just pass a new law that gives me the right to drive even though it's red. So this is actually the way we think about it. Okay, I have to stop now because somebody here wants to. Yeah, here you see a coffin. It says Grundloven. It means the constitution of law, our constitution. And people here think that if the Prime Minister gets away with this, then we can bury our constitution. So this is a very, very strong symbol. Because you could say that it is actually the end of democracy in Denmark if the Prime Minister is not going to step down. A lot of political parties, they want an investigation because they really do believe that it is a crime that has been committed. So we need now to see whether the Parliament is going to agree on that. But I would say so far that you don't see so many protesters here as you have seen in, for instance, Germany and France and in England as well, in London. But here we have the parliament that is reacting. Unfortunately, in countries like Germany and France and England, you see a lot of people on the streets, but nobody would really speak up for them in parliament and act. Here it's actually the opposite. There has been some demonstrations here, and now this is, you see all the tractors that are lined up here. Today people have really come to town to protest, but still you don't see that many people in the street. But the important thing to say is that our parliament is stepping up and is telling the Prime Minister and the government, no, you cannot transgress the law. It's forbidden for everybody, even the government. So this is really fantastic that we have this democracy, you know, really alive here in Copenhagen, here in Denmark. And I hope that it sends a signal to other countries in Europe, other politicians and members of parliament. Here you can see the water down. There's water down below the line here. And it's amazing. You see, everybody here is biking, and I'm biking as well now, because this is the way we get around in Denmark. So the protest will continue all afternoon, and there will be other protests. You know, we have the pots where people are banging on the pots, and they're going to do that later on today. They're going to do all the hammering on the pots and make a lot of noise, and that will be in front of the parliament. And I will make a video as well when I go down to the parliament. Now I'm at the waterfront, and I just want to show you all these tractors, and that this is amazing is happening in Denmark, and I hope it's going to happen in other countries in Europe, because this is really democracy at work. And I'm very proud of being a Dane today, because it's a small country, but I hope we can set a standard for all people who are sick and tired of the COVID tyranny that we're seeing everywhere in Europe. And now we have the parliament on our side in Denmark, and that's extremely important, that there's so many parties. The opposition in the parliament is really, really with the people, and I guess that at least half of the Danes has completely lost confidence in the government, because the government acted on an illegal basis. They actually ordered all the minks to get slaughtered down without having any kind of law behind them, and it was, you know, a crime. So I hope that the Prime Minister and the government will be investigated, and they eventually will have to step down. This will be a big victory for democracy, and Danes, they do actually love their democracy. So I hope that we can inspire other countries in Europe to do the same. Do not accept that your government illegally are putting restriction on you, and here that a whole business, I mean, Denmark can no more export mink fur to the rest of the world, which was a big business in Denmark, because we simply do not have any mink left, and it turned out it was illegal. And maybe now they also say that this mutation probably doesn't even exist. So maybe it was not, you know, it was not necessary at all to do this. So people are very upset here, and I'm going to report later on today so you can follow the demonstrations here in Denmark, because I guess that the mainstream media are not really reporting about this. So I'm going to turn the camera around again so you can see all the tractors, and goodbye for now. See you soon again. Look here. You see all the lines here. The tractors and tractors. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon again.